Hey everybody, welcome back to My Charming Ceramics. I'm Mark. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're not going to be throwing mud. We're not going to be throwing clay. We're not going to be hand building. Instead, I'm going to make some tools. I'm going to make a really cool tool. It's called a jigger arm. For a lot of you potters, you might know what it is. You might not know what it is. But I have a whole bunch of scrap metal laying around here in the shop and in the garage and in the shed. And I'm going to put a whole bunch of it together and we're going to try and make one of these things because they are rather expensive. So I'm always a firm believer of making your own tools if you can, because it fits you and what you like to do. So by all means, grab your safety glasses, grab your welding helmet. You might not want to stand too close to me while we do this.
Safety first! Stop!
But before we do, let's explain what a jigger arm is first, okay?
This is the Jigger Jolly Arm, the device that can replace hand throwing for repeatable shapes. The wheel head spins the mold below, while the pivot arm lowers a profile tool into position. As it presses down, the tool's edge shapes the clay into a precise form, same shape every single time.
Welder's on. Got my shielding gas going. Here's what I got for some scrap. I have laying around some 1-inch square tubing, some 3x1 tubing that I happen to cut down to seam, drilled and tapped some holes, and I'm going to weld another one on the end. And I have some other scrap metal that I'm going to make little bits and pieces out as we go. Got my TIG torch ready to go, and the wheel. All right, let's do some welding. Nice. Nice. Phase 1, done. That was cool. I haven't TIG welded in a while. That was fun. Next. All right, so we had fun welding yesterday. It's the next day. I let this thing cool down. It was getting kind of late, so I didn't want to work on it anymore. But here's the arm mechanism right here, as you can see. I got this slides back and forth like that, nice and easy. This will be the part where your template goes on to bring the arm down to the wheel. And I got to drill a hole and put some bushings in there with a bolt. And I went to Ace, spent about 20 bucks on these. So it should be pretty easy. So I just got to measure the size hole, drill that. And then I got to use this 2-inch square tubing as the upright. But before I do that, I have to weld some supports on each side of this. So obviously it'll be able to pivot up and down. So we're gonna do some grinding, some cutting. I got my handy dandy Makita grinder here. Had it for a couple of years now. Never disappoints me. And even if she does, they're easy to fix, easy to replace. So Makita grinders, they're good. All right, so let's get work. I'm gonna throw my PPE gear on and let's do some cutting. Check out this angle grinder. All right, so just a quick word of caution. As you can see, my grinder doesn't have a guard on it.
What? What? What?
This is not recommended. Yeah, I've been using grinders for a long time, and they're definitely something you got to have dexterity for, as well as caution when you're doing it. So please, if you're cutting, put the guard on. Don't be like me. Let's do a little more TIG welding. Let's see how this turns out. I haven't done one of TIG welding in a while. Yesterday was pretty good. Let's keep it going. All right, got my filler rod here. Mild feel for a couple seconds. I can't do this here. Here we go. Check over that corner. That corner. gonna have to clean up that tungsten a little bit. Never dip your tungsten in the puddle. For those of you who are welders and know what I'm talking about. Because, I don't know if you can see that, but it gets contaminated. So we want a nice sharp tip on there. So I got my handy dandy tungsten grinder here. Oh, let me get this thing. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Tech South PowerPoint tungsten grinder. The best. Voila. Nice and sharp. And we'll put this back in here. Okay, now, still got to weld this. I don't know if you can see that. There's the TIG welds. Yeah, they're all right. But I got to weld this side yet, and I want to weld inside here too, just to make it strong, because I got to put another one of these over the top, and it's going to be real hard to get inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over here. And let's weld the front side of this. Here we go. All right. I'm going to let that cool off. Then we'll do the other side. So, I figured out for the bushing I need a 3/4 inch hole. I don't have any drill bits 3/4 inch, but I got a couple of hole saws. I think they're for wood, and I got it lined up. I got this clamped down. Let's try and drill it out and see what happens. Here we go. Yeah, that's really wobbly. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. So, let me see if I can't tighten this up a little bit more here. Maybe that's why it was wobbly. Let's try it again. There we go. First layer. Get some oil down in there. And we're through. Hey, that worked pretty good, even if it was for wood. Might have been a multi-use, but anyway, that worked. Good hole. Here, I have a clamp here. Let's see if this fits. Look at that. Bushing fits. There. See? Right in there. Perfect. All right. Now I got to do the other end. Now for the mounting part, let's do this hole. Quarter. Way better. Beautiful, that works a lot better. All right, got some paint off of there. Looks cool. Sunset's starting to go down. Sorry for the shiny video. So, got the angle iron here. I got my mounting tube. And I'm gonna put the other ones underneath, as you can see. It's gonna slide back up and down. I'll weld a bolt on here for tightening the height. One thing I don't wanna do is I don't wanna clamp this. Because if I clamp it, it's gonna be super tight and it's not gonna slide too good. And I don't have any shims to make a spacer, so I'm just gonna let it sit there, and I'm gonna tack weld it in a couple spots to kind of try and hold it. And I may have to bend in the bottom side. So let's see how this works real quick, okay?
Do you know how to weld?
Let's see if we can't turn this a little bit and get going. Let's do some TIG welding. Just a real quick flash. Let's see if I can do the same thing here. One here. That one's kind of pulling apart there a little bit. All right, so that held a little bit. Let's see if we can't turn it over and do the other side. There we go. Woo. Coming through. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clamp this side. So let me clamp it, 'cause it's not gonna want to stay. And I'm just going to tack it, so if it doesn't slide, I can always break it off. Clamp it up here a little bit. Hopefully it'll slide off. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Now, the moment of truth. Yeah, it's pretty tight. All right. I'm gonna have to work on this here a little bit. There, came off. See? Box tubing. It's a little tight, but I think I can manage. I can sand this down a little bit, and then I think we'll be okay. Tacked up, it fits on there. Heat and welding may distort it, so it might not fit after this. We'll find out. I don't really want to buy a piece of box tubing if I don't have to. All right, let's see if we can't make this work here. We'll do a few stick welds here and there. Bounce around to this side, kind of spread out the heat a little bit. That I'm bringing into some things. All right, let's get this one quick. Back in there. All right, keep going. Here we go. Tubing. Gonna let that cool off for a little bit before I touch it. Okay, we'll be back. I finished it. Well, it's pretty much done.
Outstanding.
We have to still try it out. That'll be in another video though, because I'll make the templates and the plaster bats for that. But if you look at this, this is the arm itself, the armature, and I got the mount here. If you want to take a look real quick at the mount, I got it on there with some unistrut, some channel, a couple of bolts, and I'm going to slide this right in there so you can see it go down, and you can adjust the height. So lock it in where you want it, tighten it up. Okay, now if you look at it from the side over here, the arm goes up. The arm goes down. Yay! We can adjust our height up here. So if you want it level, or if you want it sticking up a little higher, not so level, depending on your template, we can adjust it right there. So I think all is good. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If I could have done this a different way, your opinions, let me have it. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next video.